Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back for number 2. So yeah, where we left off in the first one, we were at the day of surgery after the 48 hours. So got my handy dandy book again, so I can remember what I'm going to talk to you guys about. So yeah, we get to the hospital. Well, I get to the hospital. I had to wake up at 6. My surgery was like around 9:45, but I think I went into surgery a little bit early. So yeah, you get to the hospital. I brought my bear. So before I went in for the surgery, I had real bad anxiety about it. Like I was telling y'all, like I was scared about it. So my fiance brought me a bear that was weighted. That's used for anxiety, so that it can be with me up until like they take me to the bed. So yeah, I had my bear. I named him Bernstein. I'll insert a picture in here so y'all can see Bernstein. It should be somewhere over here. And then I came in to GBMC. When I came in, I went to the desk, went over to the desk. I had to fill out this little tablet, put my picture and stuff in there, and just update my insurance, make sure everything was correct. And guess what, y'all? It froze on me. So I had to go up there. I was like, this freaking tablet keeps freezing. So they pulled me to the back and just did all the information for me. And then I was waiting for about probably like 5 minutes, and then they just called me back to this room. They took me back to a room. I was sitting just like a regular little, you ever saw like a rocking chair? It was kind of like that. And I was sitting in that chair. They came over, they inserted my IV so that they can put medicine and the liquid into my IV. They also took blood so that they can know my blood type if I needed a transfusion. What they said, they hope they don't have to give people transfusions, but they do it just in case. And then she left out and she told me to put on a gown. Yo, I put the gowns on wrong like so many times because I had to have 2 because I'm big and chunky, and they didn't have the big ones, so they gave me 2 of the little ones. So I'm putting them on like the wrong way. It's just whatever. But I put the things on the wrong way. So I had to do it like 3 times. And then after that, she came back in. She asked me my information, made sure everything was correct. We went through registration basically, and she gave me my wristband. So yeah. So then I was just waiting for after my nurse left out. She told me that I was waiting for the anesthesiologist. And then they went and got my fiance and let my fiance come back with me. So I was just talking to her while I was waiting for the anesthesiologist. The anesthesiologist came in and he was asking me like, do I have sleep apnea? Is there anything wrong with my chest? Like, do I have an arrhythmia? Anything of that sort. He was asking a whole bunch of questions like that just to make sure that if something did happen, he would be prepared for it. Then they got me to sign something. You know what they got you to sign. Basically, you know, signing over your life, like if you die. Yeah. So after I signed that, like, he explained to me what he was gonna do, telling me about the anesthesia, telling me just telling me what he was gonna do, basically, as far as the anesthesia. Then he left out and he told me to wait for my surgeon. So probably like 30 minutes go by. If not 30 minutes, then maybe like 25 to 30 minutes went by. And then my surgeon came in. I don't know if I can say her name on here. So yeah, but my surgeon came in. Her last name is Waters. I don't want to say her whole name, but that's her last name. And she came in and she was basically explaining to me what she was about to do to me. She told me that we were using the robot. Yes, I got a robotic vertical sleep surgery. So it's basically her controlling the robot and they're doing surgery on me. So yeah, she explained that to me, and then she put her signature on my belly. And I don't know, maybe they did it to identify their patients, but I really don't know. Or maybe it's just something that she does, a ritual that she does, like before she gives her patient surgery. Yeah, so she wrote on my belly or whatever, and then she left out, and they were getting stuff. You could see them running back and forth, like getting stuff ready for me to go into the surgery room, basically. So me and my girlfriend said, you know, I love yous and the goodbyes, and yeah, I was just like, I love you, see you, blah blah blah. Start, like, at this point I'm shivering, shaking, toes like this, fingers like this, hit like like I'm so terrified. And then it's like, I wish they would give you something before they take you in the operating room, because when I tell you, they came and got me and they rode me to the operating room, and like I saw everything, like where I was going to be laying, how they were going to strap me down, everything. And they're just like, okay, well, lay on the table. And so I lay on the table, heartbeat automatically go up, like you can hear it on the system that my heart rate went up. They didn't really say anything to me about it, but I could hear it. And I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I was so terrified. And then they had me lay my arms literally in the things that they were about to strap me down in. Like, I mean, I really was not mentally prepared for that. Like, I get I'm going into surgery, but I wasn't mentally prepared for all of this stuff, all these people moving around. They introducing me to people like just quickly, and everything is just moving so fast, and They like, lay down. I lay down. She like, put your arms, put your arms, put your legs. And the anesthesiologist come over top of me. He's like, you remember me? And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. Literally, we just met like seconds ago. And she was just telling me, like, it was a nurse rubbing my arm, like, it's gonna be okay, and just to calm down. And then he was just talking to me. I don't even remember what the man said to me before I was gone. Nada, blanca, don't remember nothing at all. Don't even remember what they said to me before they even put me down. So after I was put down, you know, the surgery happened or whatever. And then I basically woke up in my recovery room, and they let my mom and my fiance come back. And I was basically like going in and out, fading in and out of sleep, because you know, you still weak, you just went through a major surgery. So I was just fading in and out of sleep. My fiance took my mom home, and then she came back and she stayed with me. Basically they came in, they brought me some chicken broth, water, Propel water, a Jello, and this little orange little frosty thing that was like sugar free. Because basically after surgery you go straight to a liquid diet for like a whole week. I had a liquid diet for a whole week. Some people do it for a couple days and then they can move on to like soft foods, but me, I had to do a week of just liquids, just clear liquids. So yeah, they brought in all of that, and they basically wanted to see like if I could eat, if it went down correctly, if I could drink. But when I drank the Propel water, so they had regular water and they had Propel water. When I drank the Propel water, it made me feel like acidy a little bit, and it was great flavored. So I didn't really drink that, but I was drinking regular water, and I drink room temperature water. I never drink cold water. Even before the surgery, I don't drink cold water. They say cold water take a long time to digest, so I don't know. So I really don't drink cold water, but yeah, so I was just drinking the water mostly, taking sips of the chicken broth. I didn't feel no gas pains. Like, oh, that's another thing. Like, they give you a nausea patch that they put right behind my ear before I went to surgery, so that afterwards I wouldn't have any nausea. But yeah, I didn't really feel any gas pains after the surgery, which was amazing. All I really felt was a soreness in the incision, which I'm going to show you guys. My incision is going to be posted somewhere right here, but my incision on my right hand side, that was burning a little bit because that's where she pulled my stomach out from, and I still have some soreness right now, but other than that, I'm fine. So yeah, so after I woke up, the burning or whatever, that was just little, nothing. But I'm still hot up, so I really can't tell if I'm in pain, really and truly. It's just a little bit of a sensation. But I didn't get any gas pains. Even throughout that whole day, I was just burping. Burping. So I probably laid in my bed probably like 3-4 hours, and then I was like, I'm ready to go walking. And then I had to use the bathroom too. So I got up, used the bathroom, and I took my first lap, which I couldn't complete the whole thing. My nurse came in. She was like, it's time for you to, go walk. So I took my first lap, which I couldn't even complete. I just went like a little bit and then came back. So that was cool or whatever. They were like, that's fine. At least you got up and like you can actually move. Some hospitals give you a binder, which binds your stomach together, like holds everything together so that it won't just be slinging everywhere. But my surgeon didn't, and I wasn't in that much pain to really need one. But if you feel like you're one of them people that's going to be in a lot of pain to need one, you might want to consider asking your doctor for a binder or getting a binder for your own self off of Amazon before you go. As far as like packing a bag, I would say not to, because I didn't. I mean, they give you everything there. They gave you toothpaste, they give you a toothbrush, they give you mouthwash, they give you deodorant, they give you body wash, shampoo, they give you a little gray thing to basically like pad or wash up, like just get the spots that need to be cleaned. You can't take a shower within the first like 48 hours, which is 2 days. But then they tell you once you're able to go home, like you can take a shower, let the water run over it with a little bit of soap. And yeah, that's basically just to keep your incisions clean. And yeah, so my first, like my after I got my surgery, it was okay. Like I was fine. And then later on that night, like I don't know, it was just later on that night, I had got up to use the bathroom, and my heart rate was up so high, like it went all the way up to like 167, and I could feel myself getting lightheaded, and like I was terrified. So I'm calling the nurse. I'm like, somebody need to come in here and help me, because I'm scared that I'm gonna die, and I'm not finna die just to be skinny. Like, hell no. Like, somebody need to come help me. So the nurse come in there and she's like, this usually happens. Your body been through a major surgery. Like, your heart rate's going to be up. I'm like, F that. F that. Somebody need to get me a doctor. I want a doctor. I don't want you. I want somebody that's willing, that's going to be able to take me in. If I fall out right now, somebody who is willing to take me in and get this fixed, because I'm not finna die. I want to live my life. And literally, like, as soon as I got the surgery, like, my whole mindset changed, because I do have depression. I literally went from wanting to die to like, no, girl, give me my life back. Like, I'm not playing no games. Like, somebody better fix something. So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, my heart rate's up so high. I'm so terrified. Like, and when I get terrified, I get mad. Like, I get mean. Like, I'm like, somebody better help me. Somebody better help me now, because you're not finna kill me over this little surgery. Like, no way in hell. Like, even if you got sewed my stomach back on, you better do something to keep me alive. I don't want to die from this. I want to die from natural causes. So yeah. And then after that happened, I mean, they got it back down. We found out that I was basically having an anxiety attack, and the pain was rising my heart rate. So yeah, I apologized to the doctors and apologized to the nurses, and I just calmed my little self down. And it went down. And then we also eat like 3 times a day in the hospital. Like, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And all 3 times I got chicken broth because I didn't want no vegetable broth or nothing like that. I just wanted something that tastes a little okay, because you go from not eating for 2 days, then go through surgery. So basically, you're not eating for like a whole like 48 hours plus until after the surgery. So I just wanted something that was going to be a little bit good. But I was tearing up them little orange ices. I loved them. Like, they could give me multiple of them. I was tearing them up before I even touched chicken broth, which I should have been eating the chicken broth, but who cares? So yeah, so the next day, like, they come in, they run blood tests, they giving you your medicines, make sure you can swallow pills correctly, make sure you swallow them correctly, making sure you're breathing correctly. They give you a little thing to breathe into. I will sort of picture of that too, but they give you a little thing, they bring it in, you breathe, you suck in it, and it shows like your lungs, you know. So yeah, the next morning, like I said, they came in, checked everything, made sure everything was looking good, make sure I was swallowing, make sure I was eating okay, making sure I was getting things down. And then I was released probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I came home and it was just the same old. Just laying there, feeling desperate, eating chicken broth. Sad, absolutely sad. I don't want no chicken broth no more. Absolutely not, no more. So yeah, so then after that, like, the first couple days was okay. And then the 4th day, I was taking my pain meds, everything was okay. Then the 4th day, I get this tingling sensation from the tip of my fingers all the way up to my chest. So now I'm scared that I got a freaking blood clot or got something. And it was just crazy. So now I'm mad at my mom, I'm mad at my girlfriend, because everybody like, calm down, you know your body just went through major surgery, like, calm down, you don't have to go to the hospital. I'm like, both of y'all shut up and somebody send me to the hospital. So my fiance took me to the hospital. And then when I got there, the sensation was gone. And then I text like my bariatric Virgo mom, and she was like, I would have told you didn't have to go to the hospital because it wasn't that big of a deal. And I was like, yeah, I just waste my time at a whole hospital visit. But I stayed just to make sure everything was good, and everything was good. They gave me magnesium and my IV, and then they sent me home, which I was in there for 3 hours that I wasted in my life. But yeah, ever since then, everything's been going good. I've been able to take my vitamins. I've been able to take my calcium. And yeah, everything is looking great. So yeah, I'm 2 weeks. I'm almost 2 weeks post-op. I have 2 more days before I'm 2 weeks post-op. I have lost, since I've been home, probably like almost 20 pounds since I've been home. But altogether like 50 from like before and now. And yeah, so if you want to hear more about my bariatric surgery, or hear about the foods that you can eat, or the do's and the don'ts, or see what type of vitamins that you can get, anything pertaining to bariatric surgery, just gives me a thumbs up. Comment, share, and also subscribe if you can, please. I really want to do this for a living, and I'm not really getting a lot of people subscribing to my channel. So yeah, can you please just subscribe and share the video to your friends and family and get them to subscribe? Even if it's out of pity, just subscribe to me at this point. Well, I love you guys, and you guys have a nice day or a nice night whenever you're watching this video. Mwah.